Good evening. I wanted to say hi and love and light to all of you. Um, it's about 10 o'clock at night, and I wanted to just open up with a video tonight and just share about some of my thoughts that have been going on. Um, and today, I wanted to share about how I struggle as a Christian. I feel like so often we don't discuss the actual struggles of the journey of being a Christian. We always talk about all the victories, but we don't ever talk about the things that we struggle with on a day-to-day basis. Um, in this channel, I want to be vulnerable. I want to be myself, and I want it to be a channel where other people can see the vulnerability and be able to be open to being themselves and being the person that God created them to be. My journey as a Christian has not always been easy. I've been a born again, if you want to say Christian, since I was 23. It's about 10 years now, and I've always been in love with God. I just didn't know it until I was that old. I didn't know that's what I needed in my life. I spent the early part of my life looking for God, wondering what was missing in my life, going down all kinds of the wrong places. I spent some time in the Catholic Church. I've been to Presbyterian churches. I've been to non-denominational churches. I've been to Baptist churches. And what I've come to find is that no matter where you go, God's presence is so prevalent in those places. I started off as a struggling Christian. I didn't know exactly who God was, how He was going to move in my life. I never in a million years would have imagined that my life would be where it is today. It's been an incredible journey since day one, and I wouldn't change any of it, even through all of the struggles. But what I want to do is I want to share some of the things that I come across, some of the things that are just on my mind as a Christian, questions that I have. Maybe some of you can answer them. One of the things as an early Christian was this feeling that I had to earn my way to God. And this has been something that I have struggled with in all 10 years of my Christian walk. I think that when I first started going to the church, I was extremely convicted. Something inside of me already knew that I was a sinner and that my life was not the way that I wanted it to be. But I knew that no matter how much I tried, that nothing was going to change that. And I really needed something. I needed something other than myself to change. And in the midst of that, as I clung on to God, He started to reveal Himself. But the God that I started to come into contact with was not the one that I had met originally. He was a beautiful, forgiving God, one that I didn't have to earn His love. He already loved me for exactly the person that I was. That was a profound truth for me. I don't know what I would have done if I wouldn't have found that at that point in my life. In another video, I'll reveal what was going on in my life during that time, what drew me back to God in the most spectacular way. But believe it or not, it was brokenness, the thing that always brings us close to God. And again, I wouldn't change this at all. But I want this channel to be where I share different things about what goes on in my life and the things that I've seen or the struggles that I have. And again, I could be totally wrong in all of this, but I feel like we don't talk about what it really means in the day-to-day life. I read stories in the Bible all the time about these amazing heroes, and you get to see parts of their story, but we don't ever get to talk about what their day-to-day life is like and what it really means to be a Christian, or what it really means to look at people with true love and forgiveness, and to know that we are forgiven on a beautiful level. And so I'm going to end this video for tonight. I just wanted to introduce myself and kind of talk about what this channel is going to be about. And I look forward to the next video. Have a wonderful and blessed night.